doing the KP evaluation.
Oh, okay.
So does this count as part of the time or?
No, you can start and then you can.
Okay, yeah, the lake story which Aravind mentioned, it's actually true. So, yeah, you might be very skeptical about whether the photos are true or not. I can actually send you the photos. So, yeah, that's what I do. The part when he said I didn't want to go to the lake and he said let's go, that's false. I actually told him let's go to the lake. So, yeah, every time someone comes to IIT for the first time, the lake is the first thing I tell them. This very spooky place called the lake. I make up a story also. Like, some people who drowned over there, and now the spirits haunt in that place. It needs to be in that mood. If there are a lot of people, they won't believe it. They'll be like, what is this? It needs to be the right setting, the night time in IIT. Just maybe 2 or 3 of us. They'll already be scared of the animals or things will be roaming around. So we just tell them this lake story and be like, okay, no, it's very dark, I don't want to go. And we just pull them there. And the rest of the things he said was completely true. All the dogs barking. So whatever happens in that time, you will exaggerate that in your mind. The dogs barking, oh, it's because of a ghost. So it's all about that excitement you get, not about whether you believe in ghosts or not. It's just a thrilling story to say. Okay, now I'll get on. Very good. So yeah, today Toastmaster Thomas gave a small talk on, it's a very current topic about the disappointment at Rio Olympics. So I'm going to go by the objectives here. So first of all, what reaction did the presenter Thomas have towards the topic? I believe that he iterated the sentiments of the country as a whole, as in the country was first cheering for the Olympians and then later lamented about how there were very few medals, like 1.4 billion people and only 2 medals. But he himself didn't become emotional while presenting, which is a very good thing for a presenter. So that was one good thing. Then did the speaker show sound logic and reasoning? I believe he did. He, in fact, finally he very clearly mentioned 4 things, I believe, 4 points. He elaborated them just enough for a 3-minute speech. And one thing which stood out one of the points which stood out for me was how the winners, the 3 people were showered with awards, and how instead of showering them with awards, we can actually fund the sport itself. That was one thing which caught my attention. Next. Were the words carefully chosen and clearly pronounced? This is I have given Toastmaster Thomas. He even used a metaphor. Usually, I've never seen presenters use metaphor before in TV, but this is something to make it more interesting. So instead of just being a bland presentation, he actually spiced it up using a metaphor. Remember? Yeah, I just got it at that time. Clearly pronounced. Okay, personally, I didn't catch 1 or 2 words. I think maybe you sped up a little bit in some portion. I didn't catch that. Okay, we need to watch the video again and check it out. How effective would this have been if it would have been actually broadcast? So, personally, I believe that 3-minute talk would it be convincing for the audience, but given that this is a 3-minute talk, this is a wonderfully, Toastmaster Thomas did it in a very clear way. He started off by iterating the sentiments of the nation, and he finished it off by being completely logical and presenting 4 clear points. And there's another thing. Was the speaker's appearance appropriate? Yeah, he really looks very professional and was suited for presentation. So, yeah, another thing I liked was how he used a prompt. He didn't use it because he needed it. Of course, he didn't need a prompt for a 3-minute speech. He just used it to show the audience that a presenter can actually use a prompt while being on television. So yeah, looking forward to more of your video conference speeches. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arjun. So, before I call up the next evaluator,